Hello, beautiful friends from around the world. I'm Kara Lee, and here I help to bring you clarity through life's toughest challenges and greatest joys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you sharing your energy with me. And if you feel called to at any point during your reading, feel free to like the video, comment below, let me know, subscribe so we can stay connected. And if you're ever interested in working directly with me, the information to get in touch with me and services I offer on my website. So you can go there, check it out. Perfect. I have 3 piles for you to choose from. 1, 2, 3. I'll show you the overhead shot in a second. And today I asked Spirit to give you guidance on what you need to know right now, and specifically about transformation. They told me transformation, so they want you to know kind of where you're going, where you're headed, where you're at, if you're on the right path, like those types of things. Everyone's going to be a little bit different, so we'll get into each pile and see what Spirit has to say about your journey right now. So here's the shot. When you're ready, take a few deep breaths. Look at the picture. And when you have selected the pile that resonates with you the most, go to the description box below and click on the timestamp next to your pile. And I'll see you there. Hey, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose number 20, Innovation, New Creations. Ooh, are you creating something? Are you designing something? What are you building? What are you doing? I'm curious. Innovation, you're very innovative. You're very creative. I think that's what the card says. And I do believe it. She's showing me these owls here. Are they owls or are they hawks? The vision, like manifesting the vision, having the vision, and then being able to make it a reality. You're not just being innovative, isn't just being creative in mind. It's about alchemy in a different way, right? Building, creating something and making it possible, figuring out how things work, figuring out how to bring things into the material world. Like they're showing me cogs in a wheel. You really like to see how things fit together. Even if it's people, right? You might be really good at leadership development coaching or something like that, where you help people figure out how their teams can be optimized, how business can be changed. Change management is something. Magician popped out. The other two I'm not going to take. They sort of just didn't fall out, but the magician was wanting to come out. So yeah, very creative and alchemist. You might be a magician of some kind. You might like to practice ceremonies and rituals and things in order to help you manifest or get into the mindset of manifesting, get into the motivation of doing the intentional work that is aligned with that vision, with that idea. Inspired action will help to bring momentum to whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. But for a lot of you in this pile, I feel like you're already there. You're already running. Like you've already hit the ground running, and you're sort of like maneuvering yourself to whatever goal vision you have. And you feel the energy in you guys, you guys, you gals, you peeps, is very confident. I see you as somebody, 4 of Cups, that's interesting. Wheel of Fortune. Some of you might have, with the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom and the 4 of Cups, you're very confident, but you came from nothing. You came from very simple means, I'm hearing. And you really built yourself up over time, or that's what you're working on. You come from a very simple means, your background. But you had a vision, you had an idea with this 4 of Cups. Look at this 4 of Cups. It's like, ta-da, this dream has come to me. I see you. How do I make you come true. I don't know. It's temperance. Temperance. Ah. You've been working on something with a lot of patience for a long time. You're innovative. You don't give up. You have patience. It's like you always know that this is going to come to fruition. You're going to make it work. You're going to make it happen. Like you know that about yourself. And maybe you weren't always like that, but now you are. And you're able to this isn't for all. I think some of you have been this since you were kids. You just grew up with this innovative spirit, innovation, science, engineering, maybe an engineering background or something. Maybe a scientist, a researcher, an investigative journalist, perhaps. A new way, but with a new way of reporting, like something different about the way you put the information out into the world. Maybe one of the original podcasters, you know what I mean? Like you've been doing it since the beginning when it wasn't popular. Something like that, you know, innovative, different. You have your own way of doing things and it always seems to pan out for you. You follow your heart, you follow your instincts. You're very intuitive. And this could be that you didn't have this skill for a long time before because of the, like, you didn't have an upbringing that supported this type of expansion, this type of growth, this type of introspection. And like, right, your surroundings are showing me a child who was kind of different, like Sheldon in what's the show, you know, or young Sheldon, just being a little bit odd, a little bit different. But you really like to figure out how things work, how things fit together, people, situations, family dynamics. So you're very curious. And as you grew, and as you're growing now, whether this is you've already gone through this or you're going through this now, you really wanted to, you're always fascinated by how things can be a little bit more simple, how things can be a little bit easier in whatever field that you do things in, whatever your interests are. That's kind of apply this to that from the ground up, hit the ground running the last few years, especially. Neat. You've been very patient at this. Spirit, anything else? Pile number 1, their transformation. What do you want them to know? Black Newman. Oh, that's interesting. 9 of Pentacles at the bottom. For some of you on along this journey, you might have, with the 4 of Cups, you might have lost your way a little bit. You have this very innovative spirit, but there could have been some sort of challenges that came up. And for some of you, not all, you lost your way along the way. You so at some point you might have taken rejection really hard with the Black Newman and 4 of Cups here. I'm just, and with the Temperance in the middle, it's sort of like you needed to take a little bit of time out to heal and grow and integrate, you know. Um, like maybe for some of you, this is for some, not all, maybe for some of you, things were moving along, right, really well earlier in your career. And then something happened. And for some, you went through a spiral. They're showing me with the 4 of Cups. Some of you may have lost a lot. Maybe in the stock market, right? Those are very specifics. Something tells me that some of you were redirected along your path. So some of you might have been doing really well earlier in your careers, had a setback, and had to reflect on what was really important to you and take some time out for healing and learning patience. But you didn't let the setbacks get you down. Or they're telling you right now, maybe what's really important for you to know right now is that if you have had setbacks in something recently, not to let it get you down. With the Black Newman there, it can be like the darkness. Focus on your healing, focus on your light, focus on nurturing yourself, and don't allow yourself to drift too far into that rumination, that catastrophizing, that dark energy. Although it is a part of you, right? I think that I think that this is really teaching you how to integrate that darkness right now. Like, I think that's a big part of what you're going through right now, learning how to integrate to see that dark side of you, integrate it so that you can level up your manifestation practices, perhaps with the magician innovation here. It also could be, with the innovation, the things that you're working on, how can I solve problems? And you might be somebody who really wants to start solve bigger problems. Like, how can I solve I'm hearing, how can I solve world hunger, right? Bigger problems. Like, those big problems are on your mind. You think very in terms of like big scale, like macroeconomics versus microeconomics type of mentality they're showing me. Oh yeah, and then with the Nine of Pentacles, look at this Nine of Pentacles at the bottom with the Black New Moon. This is like, how can I give to this situation, to this darkness? Or you're not allowing yourself to feed the darkness. But I think this is more about like, how can I nurture on a grander scale? How can I manifest for the good of all? How can I create something that's going to really make an impact on? I'm hearing household name. How can I make an impact on many different lives? I'm seeing what's her name? The CEO of and the creator of Spanx. Sarah Blakely, is that her name? Oh my gosh, she's amazing. Her energy's amazing. The things she posts on social media is amazing. Like, she's just so innovative and knows women and worked really hard and believed in herself and connects well with other women and builds this like network that lifts other women up. Um, Strong family values, right? Like, she's just an amazing person, and her innovations are a household name. Um, anyway, oh gosh, the world. Five of Cups. The world. Yeah, I think that some of you went through a period of darkness, having to manage your darkness, having some patience with yourself, um, learning how to show up a little bit differently so that you can. And again, I think that that's just for some. They're saying it's just for some, but I'm hearing you didn't believe in yourself. Maybe something didn't work out the way that you expected it to, the way you wanted it to. And you kind of lost a little bit of faith in yourself. You felt like the world, or it could also be Page of Swords. There's like a lot of learning and growing here. Strength. I'm hearing some of you might be very highly educated. But this is so weird. And it's like, I'm highly educated, but it didn't teach me the value of like getting along in the world. That's just a very specific message. Like theory. Like, it's all theory, but the practicals might slip through your fingers. That could be for somebody. Sorry, the messages are coming down very specific. So it's taking me a little bit all over the place. Or you're waiting for the right piece of the puzzle at the right time, or the right thing to come in at the right time, or the right piece of information to make something fit, to make something work, to get clarity on something, to learn something that's going to shift the direction that this research or this thing or this project or this relationship or whatever it is that you're working to create in your life, whatever that is for you. You're waiting for there's like a piece missing, and you're patiently waiting for it, trying not to ruminate too much and get into that dark space. But it is coming to fruition. Something that you've been working on and you've been waiting for, like, to piece the puzzle pieces together, getting all the knowledge, all the things in order, patiently sort of working on this. You might have had a lot of setbacks that tested your faith in yourself. Um, and a part of your test was to not allow yourself to ruminate, to get into that dark space, to pull yourself out of it, to believe in yourself, and know that the cause that you're fighting for, because some of you, I do see you're trying to really make a difference in the world, and you could be facing a lot of challenges, a lot of red tape. I'm seeing for some of you, a lot of people not wanting necessarily for you to succeed. And so you've been sort of like waiting, some of you in, they're saying no man's land, no man's land, kind of waiting, and not purgatory, but like waiting out the storm, waiting for certain things to pass, waiting for the right moment, the right time, the right piece of information that will allow you to move forward. Or it's like you're waiting for other research to be completed so that this research, you can get the information, the data from that to apply to this. Like there's something that like, and there's been a lot of setbacks, and you've been fighting off the darkness, like your own darkness, your own mood swings, your own fears, your own worries. You've sacrificed, some of you have sacrificed a lot for this thing that you're working towards or you're working on. And it's really important to you. But the world card at the very end, everything's going to turn out amazing, better than amazing. And the project or this thing will be complete in the right time when it's supposed to be complete. I know that's so frustrating to hear, but it is kind of divine timing. The world card is like the right place, right time kind of situation where everything just pulls together. And the fact that you sitting right now in this temperance energy, focusing on healing and nurturing yourself, kind of glowing from the inside out, um, focus on peace and patience, grounding yourself, earthing, right? Working on regulation, regulating yourself, understanding your emotions, getting your emotions in check, equanimity, you're trying to feel balance in your everyday life. Like there's a lot that you're working on without actually working. You know what I mean? While you're waiting for these things to fall into place. The tower. And they're going to fall into place like bam, when you least expect it. Nine of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, 9, 9. Yeah, a cycle is ending. A cycle of setbacks and drudgery and just like things not coming together as easily, over having to overcome challenges, having to like, it's like learning to be resilient, learning to overcome challenges, learning to not be phased by those challenges and to keep moving. That's a big part of the test of where you're at right now. That's why you've been facing so many challenges with this. But it's not to deter you, it's just to kind of help you build that strength and resilience so that when you do succeed with the world card here and everything does fall into place, and um, the Nine of Pentacles, the blessing that's going to come in for you is going to be so profound. You need to have gone through this level up, this sort of training, this education. It's almost like spiritual training. You've been training to be a master, you've been training to be a master alchemist, manifester, and the setbacks just made you stronger. They made you more, they made you believe in yourself. So when this thing actually finally does come in, and I feel like for some of you, this is a major innovation, a major project, a major manifestation that you've been working towards. When it does finally come in, because it's coming in with a bang, it's like, holy sugar, I am a master manifester. You're going to be like, whoa, I'm an innovator. I'm so creative. This came to fruition. It took me a long time. It took me so long to get this done. It took me so long to make this happen. But now that it's done and this has like exploded, but you've had a lot of setbacks to get that. Um, and and that was a part of that your training. I don't want to say a test, it's more a part of your training to be resilient, to be strong, to continue forward, to persevere through challenges, to be really focused on what it is that you want, continue to go after it. And so when you achieve it, when it finally comes in for you, it's going to be that much sweeter, they're saying. Okay. A piece of advice for pile number one. Oh, advice. Two cards. Two cards. Leap, you go first. The universe will catch you. I mean, how symbolic is that with everything that we've been talking about so far? And awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. That's the first card. Second card. 25, 25 on the timer. Synchronistic changes. The cogs in the wheel are moving. The ball is rolling. where you didn't see movement before, you will start to see movement now. And the ball is going to pick up speed until suddenly you like hit a lightning bolt where everything shifts and changes almost overnight. And it's going to seem to other people like, wow, you did that overnight, or overnight success, or that was easy for you. But really, it's been years of like toiling away at something, waiting for the right pieces to fall into place, waiting for divine timing, waiting, taking care of yourself, nurturing. So, to some for the last few years, it might have seemed like you weren't doing anything, but you were doing a lot. It was a lot of inward work, outward work, but like inward to help you align with yourself so that you'd be able to like put the effort towards the thing that you want to put out into the world, if that makes sense, or what you're here to do, or your project, or your idea, or, whatever, your manifestation. Do anything else? World. This thing could happen for you, and the world with the tower. I think it's going to be within the year. I think it's a major manifestation for you, a major innovation, a major piece that's going to accelerate things. So they're showing me just like a puzzle pieces all just like falling into place almost effortlessly in this next year with the world card there. And it's going to be like one piece after another, just like falling into pieces. You didn't even have to work hard. The puzzle pieces you were able, you that's that you were able to see the puzzle in your mind's eye, and it's like just the pieces fell exactly where you told them to go. Like you were able to, like a magician or an alchemist, and just like able to direct the universe to how things wanted to go, all with your mind, kind of thing. It's very trippy to see like how your mind's working in that way, or how things are falling into place for you. So the next year is going to go a lot smoother than it's gone in a long time. And it might feel very strange at first, maybe feel kind of destabilizing with the Tower card, with the awakening energy. Like the vibration might be hard to manage initially, this new level of the higher you're vibrating. And at first it's going to feel kind of odd, a little destabilizing, like you're just buzzing, but you're like feeling good though, feeling good, just like I should. Yeah, so just leap, continue going forward, don't look back, because your things are happening for you. I think that's the overall message. Perfect. Thank you, pile number one. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, let me know, and subscribe if you're not already so we can stay connected. And if you are interested in working with me, the information on my services and purchasing and all that is on my website, and the link to get there is in the description box below. Thank you so much. I look forward to reading for you next time. Bye. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose card 31, hostilities, conflict, unrest. Ooh, what is going on for you guys? This, I think it's a jaguar. Hostilities, conflict, unrest. Oof. That jaguar looks angry. Very, like, in a, not a submissive pose, it's a ready to pounce pose. Oh, hold on, move my leg here. That's like a ready to pounce pose. Rare. Ooh, cat fights. Cat fights. Oh my gosh. Have there been a lot of cat fights around you at work? I'm just seeing just a lot of cattiness. So I asked Spirit to give me messages about your transformation. What is it that you're doing? How are you transforming? What do you need to know to move through this segment in your life? Don't engage with the drama, the cattiness in your environment. I'm hearing work, so like specifically work environment, but I think just in general, just don't participate in it. Like, look at this. It's almost like this figure is creating a shield around her with the moon energy behind, like just using that protective energy to shield yourself from the cattiness that's around you, the drama. Oh my god, the drama I'm seeing. Holy cow, Six of Wands in reverse. People don't recognize your value because we have the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Um, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. She's at the bottom. So I'll show you. I'm not going to take her out though. People aren't recognizing your value, what you offer to the workplace or to your environment. And you feel, they're saying let down, but you feel kind of invisible there. Like all the hard work that you're putting in, nobody's recognizing, they're not seeing it. You should have been up for promotion. For some of you, the Hanged Man, yeah, coming out, the Hanged Man, you should have been up for a promotion and you've been waiting for it, to hear about it. A bonus, maybe, I'm hearing for some, or you didn't get a bonus that you were expecting. They're showing me like big what's the Christmas Vacation, the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. You didn't get a bonus. It's like, what? I got a coupon for, or was it really ridiculous bonus and you were supposed to get one, or you were expecting one, or something like that, and the company or people that are around you aren't valuing you at all. In fact, people are trying to, it's almost like some people might be trying to cut you out or betray you with the Seven of Swords here. 32 on the timer. Yeah, that you, not everybody can be trusted in the place that you're at. I think you already know that, you get the feeling of it, but you might be giving some people the benefit of the doubt, and you're saying no, your instincts are right, trust your intuition. Yeah, like you, it's like you and somebody else, or two or three other people, depending on your situation and your environment, were like up for a job or up for a promotion, and you didn't get it. You were sure you were going to get it. This is very specific. You were sure you were going to get the job, and someone else beat you to it, or they got it, but they did it through underhanded means. If you don't know that, or you suspect it, but you, some of you might be suspecting it, and spirit saying, yeah, there's something behind closed doors. Ugh, not a good feeling. Is there a card flipped over in this? Oh. You're so unsatisfied with where you are, like at work or some sort of community, some sort of environment is super toxic. It's not even worth fighting over. This position that you were fighting for, and that you're really upset about. For some of you, or if some of you, if something didn't work out and there's a really hostile environment, and you think that other people are trying to sabotage you, they are. Like, and it's so toxic that it's not right for you. You don't match the vibration of this situation. And spirit saying, cut your losses maybe and get out. Eight of Wands, yeah, the star. There's, and the sun at the bottom of the deck. There's something better out there for you. This, you not getting this promotion was divine protection. Divine rejection is divine protection. Is that, yeah, you, because you're supposed to go somewhere else, or somebody, so somewhere else, or a place maybe you've been dreaming about with the star, or something else you've been kind of wishing for and thinking like, oh, I don't know, when's a good time to do it. Now's a good time. If you need to, wait it out and apply and go through the process before giving your notice, obviously do that. But there's something that you've been wanting to do, or another job or another company, something like that. But it's something that you really want, and it's actually, you're going to go places. Where you're at, you're not going anywhere. You're not moving up the ladder. You're stuck. They're showing me, and you can't get any further. And you're like, I'm trying to break through these glass ceilings. But some of you, it could be like, this is a boys club kind of energy, the management there, and it's like really hard to like get through to them. Like they're stubborn bulls. Some offices, someone here is in an office that doesn't respect the, like the contribution of women, especially in leadership roles. Like it's a gross environment, that environment specifically for that person. But I'm seeing, if that's your story, I'm seeing that there's somewhere else. It's like they want to poach you, but maybe, or it's like that energy of leaving or being poached, or putting your resume into a few, maybe even some of you will put your resume in, or to multiple different places. Because I'm seeing with the Eight of Wands, it's like you starting to put your energy towards something else, something that you actually really want, and the energy really moving fast for you. You know how some, you might be afraid about leaving and putting your resume out there and starting to look for something else, because you might think, oh, it might take a long time, or the market these days, that kind of a thing. But they're saying no, there is something better for you and it's not that far away, or it's within reach, like closer than you think. With the star, the sun, the sun and the king of cups underneath that, and the queen of swords underneath of that, two of swords, knight of cups, three of swords, hostilities, conflict, unrest. This might not be this. If this is a love situation, I'm going to give that, because if it could be, because there's no cards indicating like work or whatever. This, whatever it is, you're in an environment where it's kind of hostile. It's a little bit catty, maybe some jealousy with the hostilities and the cat there, catty, but it could be jealousy as well. But there's a little bit of unrest where you're at. There's like, and you've been needing to put a boundary around yourself, protect your energy. But somebody around you, or this, if it's a love situation, this person didn't value you. Um, I'm hearing all for nothing. Like maybe you put a lot of time and effort into something, with the hanged man there. Maybe you really put a lot of your energy in. You kept waiting to see something different. Like you kept hoping that this person would change, or the situation would change, or something would shift. And you were kind of like waiting, but they never really valued you. They never really saw you or cared, or they didn't show you. Um, and then maybe they betrayed you, or they were lying to you or something like that, or they had their energies focused elsewhere. And it's like, oh, with the hanged man also, after all this time, I see, like, I get it now, with because they have the eight of wands and the star. So like something's moving forward, and there's a wish fulfillment at the end of this. So whether it's love, or whether it's a job or a place, your surroundings have been very toxic. There's been a lot of hostilities, catty. They're just showing me like a cat fight, like rah, 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 like all that drama. And being surrounded by like an energy or a group or people or work or whatever, that are just like people just ungrateful or unappreciative of your energy, didn't recognize you, didn't see you, never wanted to validate your emotions or how you were feeling, like just yuck, and kept you waiting. This could be somebody who kept you waiting with the hanged man. Promises, broken promises, they betrayed you. With the seven of swords, gossiped, lied, talked about you behind your back, or these people are talking about you behind your back, sabotaging you. But no worries. You know what? I'm also Ace of Wands as I stop shuffling. Oh, Ace of Cups, Eight of Cups. And you're just going to walk away from this drama for your own good. Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups. So you're just like with the Eight of Wands, the star over here, you're like, I don't need this stuff, this drama. You guys can have it. I don't need that stuff. I know that there's a better situation out there for me. I don't need that. And, because you've learned how to respect yourself through this challenge. We're talking about transformation. And through what you've been going through, you've learned how to set your boundaries, stand up for yourself, fight for yourself. With the Seven of Swords, it can also be about like betrayal, but a plan, right? It can also be about a plan or a hidden agenda or a hidden plan or something. It could be about your subconscious mind too. Sometimes the Seven of Swords I see as the subconscious mind playing tricks on us. Like there's something hidden in your subconscious that's driving behavior. That could be something as well. Um, but you're working on that. So the situation that you've been in with all this conflict and the drama and jealousy and cattiness, all of that, like it just keep picking up the energy, and it's so not cool. Like it's just not cool, not a cool situation. And what kept me stuck there? Seven of Swords to the Hanged Man. Why did I stay there for so long? Like what is it about my own thinking, my own belief system about myself and the world and relationships and all that? What is it about that kept me stuck and stagnant in that energy for so effing long? Like why would I do that to myself? Not that it's funny. We do it because we've been conditioned that that's the way, relationships are. That's the way work has to be. You have to shut up and take it. But that's not true. Or like you repeat that cycle of chaos and conflict because that's all your nervous system knows. So that's what it attracts. We unconsciously attract what our inner belief systems know to be true. And those inner belief systems are developed, um, are imprinted into us from our conditioning, from our childhood, from our environments, communities, the information that we were receiving, TV, whatever, right? As we were developing, mostly what we saw, what we witnessed. We grew up in a really chaotic home, very chaotic environment with parents who were not able to regulate themselves to nurture and love and care for themselves or you, right? Then you get used to that kind of conflict, that lack of love and intimacy and vulnerability and connection and openness and valuing of yourself and your own voice and your own needs, and right, being able to speak your mind without getting in trouble, right? If you learned how to be a people pleaser to minimize conflict in the home, you're going to do that later on in life. It's going to feel normal. It's going to be easy for you, right? But it's not quote secure. It's secure attachment. It's not normal in terms of like neurotypical behavior and whatever relationships, what they're meant to be. Anyway, that's a whole other discussion. But you're walking away from that energy and focusing on your on love, on loving yourself, on what true love is for you, um, including friendships, work environments. Like you really want to focus on being an energy of love, whatever that means. It doesn't have to be intimacy. It could be love, creativity, aligning with your soul, really being able to express your heart, express yourself from your heart, wearing your heart on your sleeve. Like you can really be that gentle, loving person that you were meant to be, that you haven't been able to be for a long time because you've been in the wrong environments that didn't value that in you, that side of you, that love, bright side of you, and you always had to kind of like hide it, and now you don't have to anymore. You're choosing not to do that anymore, and it's actually helping you move towards some sort of wish fulfillment, some sort of dream. Just take the initiative. I'm hearing for some, well, for all of you, take the initiative, but like walk away. It's okay to let go. No hard feelings. Not personal. It's business. Death, transformation. Look, your whole life is about to transform because you're taking the initiative, because you're choosing yourself, your own healing, your own vibrancy over other people's drama and what they, all their what they think that's right for you, whatever that situation is. I'm not going to go into it. Justice at the bottom of the deck, balance. Your life is being balanced out. And it's because you're choosing love, harmony, bliss, creativity, yourself, healing. You're choosing to have faith in yourself and your dreams. You're choosing to move in that direction and move away from what's no longer serving you. You're free. You feel more free than you ever have, or you're about to. Yeah, Five of Swords in reverse. You're no longer going to sabotage yourself for other people's gains or for other people or for no reason. You're not going to sabotage yourself anymore. You're really going to focus on making the right choice for you in when you're in alignment from now on, every single time kind of energy. That's really neat. I love it. Pile number 2. Piece of advice. Let me shuffle down here. Hope you guys are having a good day. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, let me know. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed so we can stay connected. And if you're ever interested in working with me, all of the services I offer are listed on my website. You can purchase there, and the link to get there is in the description box below. All right, advice. Don't dim to fit in. Oh, we were just talking about that. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? You are not, I'm telling you right now, if you needed this confirmation, you are not in the right environment for you. And I'm not at all. You know that, you've been feeling it. It's holding you back, right? People are talking about you. Like there's all this gossip about you. There's people like trying to sabotage your success, try to sabotage your happiness. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you move forward. Like, and they're doing a lot. Not, you might, some people, they're saying Spirit is saying some people who are in this energy about you might surprise you. You might be surprised to find out who's been saying what. And it'll make you feel kind of gross when and if you do find out. You're going to be like, oh, I didn't know that about you. Like, and it's almost like for somebody here, it's going to change your perceptions about something drastically. It's going to make you feel like I've been wasting my time on this for so long, and I'm missing out on these other things that I've been wanting and wishing. But this person or this community or this group or this office place or whatever, they've been keeping you like bound almost. It could be energetically. And you've been dimming your light trying to fit into this community that you actually vibrate higher than naturally. If you got out of this environment, you would find that your vibration shifts without having to actually do anything. You'll just feel so much better, and you'll start to attract better things for you, healing, love, opportunities. Like things will start to move in a better direction for you very quickly as soon as you let go of this. But you have to choose to let go, because the longer you hold on to this energy and dim your light, like you're literally, they're energy vampires. They're draining your energy, your life force energy, and that's reducing your vibrational frequency, which is in turn, um, preventing you from attracting higher vibrational frequency things into your life. You're attracting more of the same toxic energy, not with intention, but another piece of advice. Oh, two cards. Okay, we'll do these two and then we'll leave it there. Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realm, Ask for Help. Mintaken, Longing for Home, Belonging, the Original Light Workers. You do have this sense of belonging, like needing to belong, and that's a part of your wound. It's a part of maybe being a starseed and wanting and wishing for home and not really quite vibing with this planet. And so you just kind of allow yourself to fit in wherever you are because you're very adaptable. But at the same time, being adaptable in that to that extent is kind of a trauma response from being forced to be something that you're not in order to seek approval when you were young. So I feel this sense of needing to belong, but you're doing it in the wrong place. There's somewhere else that's meant for you or better aligned with a different group of people, a different environment. So don't seek to get along here because it's just minimizing reducing your vibrational frequency. It's not doing anything for you in the long term, and you're not going to progress in your career or in your life or along this path that you're on while you're holding on to this situation here, this conflict. Just let it go and move forward, and you'll find that things start to. They're showing you're going to be able to breathe better. Like you'll feel lighter in your whole body, your shoulders. You'll feel more relaxed, not so tension. Some of you might be getting tension headaches. They're showing me, and those will ease up. Like you'll just feel so much better in your body the minute, like they're showing, like the minute, the week after, 2 weeks after you leave this environment. Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. So your guides are there to help you. Ask them for help through this situation. Yeah, for some of you, you had to learn these types of lessons in recognizing yourself, valuing yourself so that you stop accepting this type of treatment and stop trying to make other people happy to please everybody, because you can't please everybody. Focus on who's important in your life. Focus on those relationships and the relationship that you have with yourself. But this external stuff that you're carrying around with you, or that's been really toxic for you, is just not. You trust your intuition. If you feel like somebody's, saying some stuff behind your back or just not right, and you feel a little uncomfortable in your gut when you're around them, just trust that feeling. There's people around you that don't have your best interest at heart, that's for sure. So be mindful about who you share what with as well, okay? Ugh, whatever. Better things are coming in for you. Don't worry about that. Just focus on what you want. stop sabotaging yourself, move forward. Things are about to shift and change, but just, signify to the universe, to your higher self, to your inner child, your inner self, that you're ready to move forward. Signify that by taking action towards that direction, letting something go, detaching with love and grace, and humility. You know, you have to do what's right for you right now. You have to focus on how you want to feel and where you want to go, where you want to be, the people you want to be with. Not to say that there's not going to be conflict in your life ever. Of course, conflict challenges us to grow, to be different, to perceive things differently, right? Um, and that's good. But there's a right way to challenge, you know, and then there's a way that's out to control. Challenge versus control. Know the difference. Okay? And with that, pile number 2, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here. Comment, subscribe, like the video, and if you want to work with me, the information for that's on my website. The link to get there is in the description box below. See you next time. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your pile. You chose 42, or welcome to your reading. You chose 42, 42, Wings of Light, Becoming Something New. Ooh, talk about transformation. Shifting, running with the winds, running with the wolves, I'm seeing. They're showing me like the old Pocahontas movie, like just running with the winds, like running with nature, being aligned with yourself, with your higher self, being aligned with the natural world, being aligned with your mission, your purpose, right? You're feeling in flow, or more in flow than you have in a long time, and things are starting to speed up for you. Let's see. Ooh, Judgment. Okay, I'll pull a few cards and then read the story for you. Oh, the world's in reverse. Eight of Wands. Four of Swords, or 10 of Swords in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. Did I show you these cards? I'm going to have to pull clarifiers for you. The Star at the end. Wow. You're racing towards the finish line at something. It could be, take this as it resonates. I just have 5511 on the timer. But it's, for some, very few, you are practicing quantum leaping, or like astral projecting to like different timelines. For some of you might be practicing that in order to manifest. Some of you might be investigating, like psychic investigators, where you're hopping from one timeline to the other, like looking for something, they're showing me. That's a very specific message. I mean, you could be practicing it or working a lot in the 5D. You could be working using manifestations and meditations and body mind meditations and heart centered meditations and things to really transform your body. You could be doing like Dr. Joe Dispenza's work and those sort of breathing techniques. That's something that you could be working on diligently, they're showing me. And it is having the impact. It is going to have an impact on you. I'm interested in these cards in reverse. They seem, the world in reverse is not necessarily a bad card. It's just like, it could be plans being delayed, a trip being delayed. I'm hearing for some of you, there could have been plans or a trip or something that was delayed. Like you made a choice, or you were called to do something, but then you were set back, or something you were supposed to do something spiritually. Your soul was meant, like everything was aligned to get something done or to do something or move forward with a plan or something. And everything was set. Judgment. You had answered the call, whether literally or figuratively, like with your soul mission, 2:12 on the clock. You had answered the call, figured, you were going to move forward, and then like something was delayed, or something was in the process of happening and then it got delayed. And for some, it caused you to really sharpen your ability to communicate with the Eight of Wands here. There was a lot of back and forth conversations or emails or things that happened. Could have been text messages with the Eight of Wands. It's more of like a back and forth energy exchange I'm seeing for some about this delay. With the Wings of Light card and the Eight of Wands, they just seem like so similar energies, and yet we have this hiccup in the middle of all of that. There was a hiccup. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Everything was all set. Something went wrong, and it was unexpected. Even the divine didn't really, because we all have freedom of choice. And so when the divine sets up a plan, one person's trying to manifest something, and then the plan gets set up, and then like somebody in this you know circle of influence of the situation makes a different choice or cause a ripple effect, and it like changes things, and the universe has to adjust. So sometimes when we don't get the thing that we're manifesting right away, or right, the universe needs to orchestrate things. It needs to like move things around in order to get to where you want to go at the end with the star card, because at the end of the day you're getting what you want. At the end of the day everything's going to work out just fine, but you've had to deal with some setbacks along the way. This is interesting, though. I want to clarify just to get a deeper picture of what's going on, the sort of transformation. I think that for some of you, or for most of you, these setbacks help to teach you to be a little more adaptable to the unforeseen or unseen circumstances. It taught you to be a little bit more adaptable. It taught you not to lose focus. It taught you how to really dig in deep, dig your heels into your faith in yourself, and believing in yourself, believing in your dreams and your goals and your desires. And these setbacks were not to punish you, but to help you um, level up your manifestation game, or help you to continue moving forward, to help you to learn, to help you, yeah, be more adaptable and like shifty, when things get thrown at you, balls, you know, hard balls get, or curveballs get thrown at you, and you're able to like see them coming and like move and adapt and shift positions kind of thing. And that was for a reason as well. You know, if that resonates. Page of Pentacles. Okay, let me just. So, whatever this is, you or the situation you're asking about is becoming something new. So this could be very specific in terms of you. It could also be about a situation they're showing me. So this is about a relationship. Um, it's becoming something new. If it's about work, it's the whole vibe of work, what you're doing, the way you're putting yourself out there, whatever it is, that's going to become something new, and it's going to shift and change very rapidly from this point forward. Whereas in the past, there were decisions that were made, and yes, this was a part of your destiny with the Judgment card there, and you decided that yes, this is the thing that I want, but then you had setbacks, or you had to start over, or you might be asked some, or you might have to start over, start a project over, start an idea over, start a YouTube channel over, start something over. But this new thing, when you make this decision to like shift, things that maybe aren't working out, however they're working out, like whenever this you're applying this to, things haven't been working out, and it's like, okay, let's just like shift focus, um, and start fresh. Like let's just go back to the drawing board, start fresh, and rebuild really simple in a different way. Like just let's just take a step back, reset, refresh, and like come at this tomorrow morning kind of thing. Like tomorrow's a brand new day kind of energy. So whatever this is in your life, it's just becoming something new. It's transforming. It's going to be very different. And it's because it's almost like you, or you guys, or you people, you girls in this situation are going to look at it with fresh eyes. It's like there was a gap, there was a delay, and the delay was on purpose for some because you needed to see this from a different perspective, or a different type of communication had to happen, or you had to step onto a new timeline, or you had to change the way you approach the situation. But you did take that time during the gap. I'm hearing a gap year for some of you. That could be it. You took a gap year in school, and then you decided to shift your focus. But the new um, program that you're taking is actually more suited to you, and you feel a lot more at ease, and it's flowing a lot better with the Eight of Wands. Swords in reverse and the Four of, for some, this is going to cause you, the shift in energy in your life is going to cause you to like take the pin out of something that you put a pin in. Like if there was a relationship or something in the past that you like said to somebody, let's put a pin in it and we'll come back, we'll circle back to this discussion later or something like that, that can now happen. Or something that was delayed, something that was on shaky ground before is now more solid, they're showing me. So again, it could be about a relationship, it can be about, literally building something, it can be about work, school. Apply this to whatever you're going through in your life. There is that transformation of like something that is actually meant for you. There were some delays, some setbacks, but it's actually going to just, it was meant to help get you on a different timeline, or aligned to the highest good for all in this situation, or something that you put a pin in before you're now circling back to with more stability, with a more solid foundation in understanding, or feeling, or in your emotional sphere. You feel more regulated, you feel stronger now, whereas before you didn't. And so now you're able to go after this thing in a different mindset with different energy. And because of that, because you stepped away from something, you didn't get caught up in the delay. You focused on like, okay, how can I improve myself while I'm going through this delay? How can I shift and change my energy while I'm going through this delay? How can I see this delay for what it is and what it means for me? And how can I shift my focus in order to get more aligned with who I'm actually meant to be and the work I'm meant to be doing, or something like that? Okay, let's just get these clarifiers. Chariot, yeah. You were all set to go after something. The world in reverse. You were all set. It was like go, go, go. Everything was a go. And then it got Nine of Wands in reverse. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords with the Lovers is like alignment. It was kind of like in the middle, not necessarily up or down, just getting into alignment. I think it's more about like just get into alignment, they're saying. Shift yourself and get into alignment. Um, the World in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse is like unforeseen challenges that sort of that you had to address. You had to do something about that before you were able to move forward, before you were able to get into alignment. So it kind of shifted you out of alignment, this unforeseen circumstance or this delay. It got you out of alignment, and then it took you a bit of time to get back into alignment. But like that's kind of what you're working on right now. This is interesting. The Four of Wands and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Let's just, what is that? Oh, Knight of Wands in reverse, Seven of Cups. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. There's some healing that's going to be happening now. Like if you're it might be happening right now as we speak, or as you're watching this video, or very soon. And there's some sort of a confusion around somebody's actions with the Knight of, or even it could be your own inspiration, like confusion over like what do I do? What do I do next? After getting yourself into alignment, daydreaming about like what to do. But the Four of Wands and the Ten of Swords, that's like overcoming some sort of betrayal, overcoming some sort of something that really destabilized you, that made you feel unworthy, made you feel like the dreams that you had. If this is about a relationship, about a marriage, about some sort of foundation, it was like something shook that foundation, or it's something that you've been thinking a lot about with the Seven of Cups, or dreaming about, having dreams about. It could be. or you being really confused and just like about somebody else's actions that really hurt you. And I don't think it was necessarily intentional, or they, you know, yeah, Page of Swords. This is like a message coming through. With the World card, could be from somebody that's at a distance from you, or it could be you putting yourself out there around the world, out into the world, and not completely sure about Empress in reverse and the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Is this like a person, or Temperance and Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands? Wands energy, healing, reunion, passion, follow through, to create opportunities for yourself with the Ace of Pentacles here, nurturing yourself, follow through, taking action little bits at a time. I think this is also talking about like letting go of, like, maybe you've been daydreaming or thinking a lot about all the stuff that happened to you in the past, people who betrayed you, people who let you down, people who stepped out on you, people who, like, their actions really really hurt you, whether it was intentional or not, but they caused a lot of instability in your home life and feeling in your body with the Four of Wands there. Maybe a broken home or something like that. There's some sort of a betrayal, somebody's actions, right? And it's been kind of consuming your energy with the Seven of Cups and the Empress in reverse. It's been like, this is in the advice section, so it's just sort of like, get your mind a little bit more focused. Try to focus your mind, get into your body, embody yourself, treat yourself a little bit with more love and care, and try to let go of those things in the past that you have no control over anymore, right? People made their choices, and there's nothing you can really do about that. Um, if they want to come back and talk about it, then cool, but don't allow yourself to make that the center point, the center focus of your life. You have other things to do. Your soul craves more with the Star card. It wants peace. Like, you want peace in your life, and you're taking action every single day to achieve that, to bring balance to your life, to bring harmony, to work on your finances, to work on bringing in more abundance. Like, you've really been focusing on that. Um, so whether or not someone comes into your life and like wants to explain themselves or whatever, right? This is about learning how to remain equanimous when there's all this uncertainty, right? Around other people's stuff. Don't Not getting too attached to other people's drama and the drama that they bring to your life. It's not worth it. Like, you are so much more valuable. Turn this Empress in reverse into the Empress upright. Treat yourself with respect. Love yourself. Pamper yourself as much as you can. Know that you are worthy of receiving love and affection and stability. Know that you are worthy of commitment and somebody who treats you really well. Know that, and really believe in it. And don't let the setbacks that you've gone through deter you from going after your dreams. That's, I think, the primary message for your reading right now. Don't let the setbacks deter you from going after your dreams, from aligning with whatever it is that is meant for you and your highest good. Pamper yourself extra hard when you're having hard days. Queen of Swords, Ten of Wands. Oh, that's interesting. The task that they've asked you to, Three of Wands at the bottom, the task that you've been tasked with in this life is quite burdensome. This is a spiritual thing for you. Like, you've been tested a lot, you've had to carry a lot. But don't worry, there's some sort of intervention or communication that's going to come in that's really going to bring a huge transformation. 111 on the timer into your life. Huge transformation. 10 of Pentacles. This is like generational wealth. Whatever it is that you're building that's been delayed, or kind of your reward at the end of all of this, because of all the healing work you've done, the integration work that you've done, not letting these setbacks destroy you or make you lose faith. You've actually gotten a lot stronger in your faith. If anything, these challenges that you've gone through have made you go deep within and connect deeply with your faith in yourself and with your higher power. And that's really important, because nothing can tear you down at this point. Like, nothing can tear you down. um, but I think spirit really wants to acknowledge the fact that, yes, you've been delayed, and yes, it wasn't always fair. It wasn't fair, and they recognize that, I think. And I think that your spirit guides are really working hard to help give you and sort of stick up for you, to give you this 10 of Pentacles. After all of the hard work that you've done so much for yourself and other people. You've carried a lot, heavy loads, a heavy burden you've carried. And the universe, divine source, spirit, God, is about to intervene and bring you a huge reward, abundance, um, for the work that you've done and for not losing faith. Yeah, things are about to change. Wheel of Fortune for the better. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Queen of Swords, um, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have there was the Knight and the Page of Wands that came out as well. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Star, we have Aquarius. The Empress is Taurus. Page of Swords, I went through the air signs. Cancer with the Chariot. Something's going to change. It could be in your love life too. This can apply to your love life, or someone who really loves you, or you learning to really love and appreciate and accept yourself, and grow in your emotional maturity with the King of Cups. You're equanimous, things don't phase you like they used to. And that was a part of the process of transformation that you've been going through. Not being phased by the setbacks, not being phased by other people's letdowns, not being phased by instability, right? Choosing to make an impact over having financial stability and what, like, society deems as necessary to have, like, that, maybe a traditional life, or the American dream kind of thing, right? It's like you sacrificed some things in order to go after your dreams, and you've had to face a lot of setbacks and challenges and stuff. It's a part of your hero's journey. You're going through a hero's journey. um, it's very powerful, and you're going to have an amazing story to tell at the end of your life. Ace of Cups in reverse, this amazing story of inner healing and transformation. um, you're going to have you're going to have an amazing story to tell at the end of your life. No holds barred. You might write like a book. Eight of Swords is kind of giving me like a tell-all book about your life kind of thing. That's what I'm seeing there, anyways. And also you pulled everything out of your subconscious and your family's subconscious. Just like pulled it all out. Nothing to hide. And you're not ashamed of anything anymore. Like, I'm just getting this energy of, like, I'm just not ashamed anymore, and it's okay. I'm okay, and I'm still worthy. I'm still worthy of whatever it is that your heart's desiring. And it took you long to, it took you time to get here, but that's your journey. That's a part of the transformation that you've gone through in this life. Okay, let's get a card of advice for you, and then I'll end the reading there. The ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Yeah, like, I feel like, yes, the delays were really hard, and they made you question the divine, manifesting, quantum physics. It made you question what you know to be true, what internally within you know, but outwardly you've had a hard time having faith in. And a big part of your life lesson in this life has been about finding and aligning and keeping the faith through darkness, through challenges, through setbacks. And to constantly come back to that notion that it's happening for you and not to you, whatever all of that stuff, those setbacks, the pain, the betrayals, instability, all of that was actually to make you as strong as you are so that you can go forth in this world to achieve what you're here to achieve, which I believe is a very big purpose, a very big mission. You're very important to the divine here, and those challenges they knew that you could handle. They were never insurmountable ever. And you're at a point where you can look back now and look at how much you've grown, how much you've overcome, how much you've gone through, and really appreciate the growth that you see within you. Like you're at a point where you can appreciate those lessons now. You can see them for how they've impacted you, how they've helped you grow, even though they hurt. Um, and they've made you who you are today, and you love yourself today more than you've ever loved yourself. And so now you can just like sit and really be sit in appreciation and gratitude for real, though, not that fake gratitude that we first, not fake, but like when we first try to step into that energy of gratitude and love, when we've never really learned that, we weren't exposed to it before, we don't, it's harder for us to feel those things initially when we've gone through so much pain. But now you're able to feel the gratitude, you're able to be objective, you're able to see clearly and relay your experiences and your story with a way that touches other people's hearts and helps them understand and grow, and you're able to have so much compassion and humility because of all the setbacks and failures and things that you've gone through. And so that success isn't a linear um, progression or journey. It's full of like potholes and twists and turns and sharp edges and all of that. um, and it's not over yet. They're showing me like this isn't over yet, but you're at a point on a plateau, kind of, not in a bad way, but like looking back at the journey and looking ahead at where you're going and sort of just like taking a break and okay, we're not there yet, but we're on our way. Or I'm not there yet, but I'm on my way, and that's good. And I'm like, I appreciate myself for making the effort, one foot in front of the other. I love that for you. I really do. It's so beautiful. And with that, pile number 3, I really appreciate you. Thank you for being here. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment below, let me know. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you want to work with me, all the different services I offer are listed on my website, and you can purchase them there. And the link to get there is in the description box below. Thank you. I look forward to reading for you next time. Bye.